Welcome today, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we are going to be talking about the law of the lid. So let me ask you something. Have you ever really felt like your business is kind of like pushing against the ceiling, against a wall? You're working really hard, you're producing, you're leading, but your growth, it just feels heavier than it should. What if that problem isn't your strategy? What if it's your lid? So John Maxwell's law of the lid says, your leadership ability determines your level of effectiveness. But today, I want to take that deeper. Your self-leadership determines your ceiling. So what we're going to be talking about today is, if your leadership is a 5, your business cannot perform at a level 9. If your clarity is a 4, you can't operate at like an 8 or a 9. If your alignment is fractured, your growth will feel chaotic, and it probably does. Because most leaders I work with, they don't lack discipline. They definitely don't lack intelligence. They don't lack work ethic. What they lack is clarity. And confusion becomes that invisible lid that's holding us down. The real lid isn't skill, it's identity. If you're unclear about who you're supposed to be, you'll constantly build a business that really doesn't feel like you. I know that because I did. And I know what alignment will do to you. You might be hitting a lid if you're kind of like looking at things. People around you think you're successful, but you feel underneath that you're not. Growth feels heavier than it should. You're leading every day, but you're not energized. You're producing, but you're not fueled. You're scaling, but you're scattered all over the place. That's not a production problem. There is an alignment lid. Clarity before production, it always comes before production. Because when you scale without clarity, you scale in confusion. I know, I was confused many times, but I didn't understand why. So the lid, it shows up when, first of all, your identity hasn't caught up to your growth. Your beliefs haven't caught up to your potential. Your internal confidence hasn't caught up to your external results. There was a time that I didn't know exactly what I wanted. I just knew what I didn't want. I didn't want that confusion. That was my lid. So I didn't have a lack of knowledge, but I lacked clarity on how to get past that lid. Here's kind of what I want you to be looking at. I want you to look at some steps. So step 1, audit your self-leadership. Ask yourself, where is it that I'm unclear? Where am I avoiding decisions? Where am I performing instead of leading? Step 2, raise your internal standard before external scale. Get clear on your values. Get clear on your identity. Get clear on what success means to you. Step 3, make one decision that removes all the noise. That decision is leadership. Clarity isn't found, it's chosen. Your business is not your lid. Your leadership is. And here's the truth. The moment that you see your lid clearly, you've already started raising it. You don't need more hustle. Trust me, you need more honesty. If what I've taught you hits home, join me inside this Facebook group this week. We're building louder leaders. We're building aligned ones. We're building them to be aligned with where they want to go, aligned with their clarity, aligned with their mission, aligned with what drives them. So I hope you got something out of this today. If you're interested in getting more about the law of the lid, comment lid in the comments below, and I'll send you some stuff that you can kind of work through and some notes of what we went through. But I hope you're getting something out of this. Make sure you're commenting, you're participating in the Facebook group all week. We're getting a lot of our ideas from things that people are sharing and messaging me about. So share what it is that we can teach or bring to you next week on leadership and stretching yourself that'll have a big impact on you. All right, guys, thanks so much. You guys have an awesome day.